G'day guys, Gunner Russ back once again and welcome to yet another how-to video. This time around we're going to be looking at how to transfer your PS4's data and save files over to your PlayStation 5. This is just a really cool feature that I'm so glad that PlayStation has put onto the PlayStation 5, and I'm going to walk you through today this simple process that will let you then continue on your game that haven't got around to finishing on the PlayStation 4, or if you've got a game like me in your backlog, like this game here, Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can pop it in your PlayStation 5 and enjoy your new game from your PlayStation 4 collection. So with that being said, let's jump in and take a look at this process. Okay, first things first guys, you want to make sure your PlayStation 5 is hooked up as near to your PS4 as you can. You don't need a HDMI cable for this job. You can just simply plug your PS4 in via the power cable and we're ready to start the process. So from your PlayStation 5's title screen, we want to head over to the right and click on the settings button. Once in here, we're then going to head down to System, open that up, and then click across to where we have data transfer. From here, it will then let you know that you're transferring your data from your PS4 to your PS5. Click on that there, and it will then tell you to prepare your data transfer. Now, it does say you can use an Ethernet cable, but for me, I simply just did it via Wi-Fi, and honestly, it didn't take that much time at all. So it's up to you whether you want to do it via Ethernet cable. Apparently it's quicker, but for me, I just did it via Wi-Fi. It was much more simpler, I found. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the continue button. It will then pop up a screen saying prepare for data transfer, searching for your PS4. Now don't worry, this will take a little bit of time for it to go ahead and find it. Once that's successful, you will then have around 5 minutes to click on the power button of your PS4. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you. Once you've done that, it will come back to the screen where it has prepare for data transfer, and it will go back to the please wait again. This will take, again, a little bit of time, but once you've done this, you're almost at the home stage. It will then bring up information in regards to how to transfer your trophies from PlayStation 4 over to PS5, and that can be done elsewhere outside of this process. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to go ahead and click continue. It will then bring up this screen where it's got select save data to transfer. Now this is all your save files within games. So there's quite a few ones here. For me, I am just going to go ahead and select all of them, but for you, if you only wanted a couple games to choose from, or you didn't want to transfer everything across, you could just individually select them by pressing on the X button. But for me, I just like to transfer everything across, so for me it's just hitting select all and then going down and hitting next. For the next screen, you can then select games and apps that you want to transfer across. Again, you can either select all, or you can go through and select individual files. I would definitely have a look at what files you got on here. Look at games you haven't played in a while, because some of them are quite big files, and unfortunately the PlayStation 5 only has a limited amount of space. Thankfully though, you can play a lot of your PlayStation 4 games directly from your external hard drive that you might have had connected up to your PS4, so that is a decent little feature there that I will definitely be using myself. Once you've selected the titles you want to send across, or you've selected all, you can then go ahead and press the next button on the bottom right hand corner. Once ready to transfer, you want to select start transfer with the X button. Now here it does say 27 minutes, but for me, I found it took roughly around about a couple of minutes, if that. You can see it is boosting quite fast. Surprisingly, there's a lot of games on my console and on my external hard drive, so it was quite impressive to see this transfer across. But on my internal hard drive on my PS4, I don't think I have a huge amount on there. Majority of my games were on the external hard drive, so you probably find if you have a lot of games in your PS4, this might be a much longer process for you guys. If everything's gone to plan, the PS5 will then begin starting to reset itself. Once that's all been done and successful, then you can go ahead and play some of your PlayStation 4 games. So if we go over and have a look at the game part over here, we can then check over to where we've got the games library, and you'll see that I have 258 titles in here. You can then go to install, you can look at what's on the console, what's on my extended storage hard drive, external hard drive I should say, and there's lots of good games in here, many hours of goodness in here, that's for sure. Well, there we have it. Wasn't that hard, was it, guys? But saying that, if you do have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. But for now, go and enjoy what is your PlayStation 5 and all its glory, and hopefully there's still lots of PlayStation 4 games to play. Like myself, I'm now going to be jumping in to playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh yeah, guys, I'm excited. I'm Gunner Russ Gaming, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, fools. See you later.